All right. Ohayou gozaimasu.
Minasan.
And welcome to my Anime ADHD. Anime ADHD. What is this? Anime ADHD. What was that word? Channel. Anime ADHD channel. Ah.
I knew it.
Now I just have to find my wallet, and I'll be good to go. Yep. Yes. That is how we're gonna start.
I'll have to.
All right. Welcome everyone. I'm here. I've curated some awesome top fives for you and to look at and listen to and watch and love like I love. This channel is dedicated to most things anime. I wouldn't say all things, but there's a lot of other stuff out there, so you never know. I've got to leave a wiggle room. You know how that is. But if you like anime like I like anime, where I'm not even watching all the anime that I could be watching because I don't really get into the music, I don't get into the sports. So there's a whole world of anime out there that I'm missing and I know I should love, but I have so much that I have like 25 anime that I'm watching right now, and that's what we're gonna talk about. All these anime for the spring 2025 season. Our first look. Let's go. Woo, woo. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay, now coming in at number 5. Hello, number 5. I like this anime for a lot of different reasons. It is Bye Bye Earth Season 2. It is very cool. The premise is unique. A lot of these I had to put because in this top 5 category for this season, because there's so many, I had to squeeze into what kind of is the most unique storyline for me. Bye Bye Earth in general is really interesting. It's follows this only human left around called Belle LeBlanc. And she is trying to just figure out what the heck is going on with her, like we are. I'm like, WTF. She's like, WTF. She has a giant sword that she carries around. Everyone has a journey that they go through in this world, and they're cursed with something. And so it's kind of like an interesting, this is your obstacle, and once you overcome it, you'll be better for it. It is unique enough for me to be excited to turn it on every day and to want to like just really get into the lore and what the heck is happening, because a couple of things have started happening that I wasn't expecting already. So look into it. Bye Bye Earth Season 2. Woo! Kick a butt. Now, we got number 4 for you. Woo, 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 woo. This anime is also a season 2, and you're probably already watching it because the fight scenes are so freaking cool, and I wasn't expecting them to be this good. But this is Windbreaker Season 2. Oh yeah, Season 2 coming in at number 4. Fits perfectly. We're not going to talk about the other one that was Season 2 that came in at number 5 because I don't know how to make that work. Anyway. What we are doing with this one doesn't feel as intense as the last one yet. But if you know anything about Windbreaker, you know you're just gonna really enjoy the different fighting styles that they like to display with these students. The students from Furin High School. And it follows this protagonist, Haruka Sakura, I believe. Haruka Sakura. Yeah, it's a fun name to say. Anyway, he wants to be the top fighter, so he joined this school, and he's like, but he's learning about family a little bit as well. He was like, oh my gosh, you guys actually mean something, and you're actually here to protect this town that you're staying in. So I'm gonna, what's interesting? This is kind of like Frieren when she's learning how to appreciate human and get emotions and like that. So that has a little tinge of that feel to it. But anyway, the fight scenes are awesome. I love it already. Give me more. And you know, it's not a ton of like, well, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully, there's a ton of flashbacks all over the place now, but doesn't seem so bad for once. So coming in number 4, Windbreaker Season 2. Yeah, fight. If you wanna know about your anime show, follow, like, subscribe, and comment on the section below. Are those the things that you're supposed to do? I don't know. Anyway, if you at least comment down there, we could have a discussion about stuff like anime, because I love it. Yeah, which anime do you like this season? Because I like so many. Ooh, wow. So this is a lot this season. Number 3 is going to be a dual citizenship because it's awesome. Now, both of these animations, and you know, there's a manhwa anime. What's the one from China? I'll get there. But anyway, these are 2 Chinese animations that are coming out right now, and they are cool. One is called Supercube and has a feel of like a fighting feel. The fight scenes are really cool. Now, the thing about Chinese animations is like they have such different storylines and their animations are really cool. And they also put in comedy, and I want to say thank you, Jackie Chan, for this, because I bet he played a big role in adding comedy to all their kind of action scenes. So just a little shout out, Jackie Chan, you're awesome. Anyway, what was I saying? Anime ADHD, come to me. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, Chinese, Supercube, awesome, the storytelling. Okay, so Supercube in general is like, has a really good, oh, what is it about? You ask. Well, you could go look at it as well, but it is about this random cube that comes down and gets latched onto this guy, and now he has kind of powers. Oh, it does remind me a little bit of a skill builder, like solo leveling. The fight scenes are just so cool. I have no clue really what's going to happen, but the way this story is going, I don't know. I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the fight scenes, and yeah, anyway, it's awesome. Okay, the second one that comes in dual citizenship is the all-devouring whale Homecoming. Oh, now this is a animation that has a lot of the god aspects to it. So some of the stories, this main story follows this one. You know, they have sex, not sex. They have sex, S-E-C-T-S, sex. Anyway, they have sex. And the clans. They have clans, basically. Oh my gosh, I can't say that other word. Even though it's all in the animations, because they're all in pavilions that are part of their clan home base. And this one guy, they all have spiritual pets. They all learn how to fly on swords. Everyone has like a level of progression that is kind of just lore based in a lot of the Chinese god hierarchy. But this one is very cool. It's about this guy, he's trying to cultivate, is a word you'll hear a lot, cultivate their pets and have them get stronger, and they do these little battles. Well, this whale can devour whatever, hence the title. The animation opens up with a battle between this one whale. The whale this guy uses, he's like, aha, I'm really good. Well, it goes out of control, goes crazy, kills him. And then you find out something crazy happens. And it's just really interesting. No, not crazy, but it's just really interesting. Well, yeah, it's crazy. Okay, yeah, it's crazy. Watch these two if you can. They're very cool. Thank you. Yeah. All right, everyone. Now, this anime is very cool, very unique. I love it. And it's coming in at you for number 2. Oh. Anyway, number 2. This is I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. And it's hilarious and awesome. And I can't wait to see more. Basically, this guy has a shit life. And there's this demon, I don't know. This is an entity called the Guide that feeds off of misery and misfortune. I love it already. He's very eccentric and he's like, do. But he reincarnates this guy and he's like, yeah, you'll be the lord of a planet and you'll have all this stuff. He's like, yeah, get me out of this hellhole that is Earth. Bam! He gets put into such a crazy situation, y'all. It is so awesome. I love it. It kind of, yeah. I feel like there is another anime out there that is similar. I almost want to say Saga of Tanya the Evil. Has a little bit similar feel, maybe? Also maybe Overlord. These are all just normal guys that end up having like an evil persona like on the other side. Although Saga of Tanya who knows? We'll see. 2, I'm the lord of an intergalactic empire. I definitely wouldn't be able to be, I would just be like, go ahead, decapitate me, send me to another world after this, because it would be a lot for me to handle, and he's doing great. So good job. Alrighty, minasan. I just want to take a quick extra second to say arigato kami no anime. Because I never had this much anime to watch in my life. So something's happening. Maybe they got the memo I sent them a long time ago. Finally, snail mail to heaven, to the gods. Anyway, thank you, anime gods. And it's awesome. Thank you. Okay, now like I said, I'm watching a lot. Here are a bunch of honorable mentions, and then we'll also talk about some anime that I have on in the background that we'll see what happens, but these are basically the ones I'm watching. They're in no particular order, but you'll see when I get excited about them how much better they are than others. The first one, Shirohyo, reincarnated as a neglected noble, raising my baby brother with memories from my past life. I had to read that, not remember. I couldn't remember it. It was long. Anyway, this anime is so neat because as a reincarnated person, usually they're loved by everyone and they're like, oh, you're me. Well, not this one. He came into a messy family. So he's already struggling a little bit, but he has his own place. So he's a noble, he has his own mansion. So, how hard of a struggle is it? But he's like, I'm cute, anyway. He gets this elf teacher that's like, why do you know so much? You're a little baby. And he was like, don't mind me, I'm just smart. From another world. All of a sudden, he has his baby brother shoved on him because all these noble politics and everything. First of all, he's never met his mom and dad before. And then they come and meet him, and is that a cuss word? Anyway, watch it. It's really good. I wanted it to be I had to push it out because the story wasn't unique enough, although I do love it. Anyway, watch that one. All right, next. Yes! All right, here are some more honorable mentions. But these are the great ones that I really love and had a hard time not putting in the top 5 because of their uniqueness. Another one is a ninja and an assassin under one roof. Now this one's really cool because there's all girls. So this little ninja girl leaves her. She's just a klutz. She's a ditz like me, how I would be as a ninja for sure. And she meets this assassin that helps her out because since she left her village, all these other cute little ninja girls are coming out to kill her. Well, it's just a bunch of cute looks, but then the assassin's just like killing people, and they help. There is a symbiotic relationship because the ninja girl's bad at killing, but the assassin is great at killing. The assassin is bad at cleaning up, but the ninja girl is great at cleaning up because her special power is turning anything into leaves. Why is that a special power? I don't know, but you've got to imagine all the leaf bags that they end up buying. It's more than normal, and as a person at Home Depot, I'd be like, what? Why do you have so many leaf bags? You live in a tiny apartment, that's so weird. Anyway, it's interesting very much. I like it. It's cute and weirdly adult. It's not actually. Oh, it has a cute little lesbian theme to it that you don't see very often, but it's not overt. Anyway, ninkoro, I think is a Japanese word. Ninkoro. Next is, oh my gosh, this one's so good. The Unaware Atelier Meister. So, I mean, we've seen this before in like these animes where they are from some random town that no one has ever heard of or thought was a myth, and they come in and they're like doing all these amazing things that they just think is normal because they're from a super powerful town apparently. Anyway, so this kind of like this one, and everyone thinks he's horrible, but he is actually at SSS rank and a bunch of different skills, so he comes up doing a bunch of fun little things. He got, also part of the anime trope of getting kicked out of your party. It's fun to watch. I like an anime with a misunderstanding of things, so yeah, it's cute. Next is the beginning after well, whatever. How do you say it? The beginning after the end, or the beginning after the end, or the beginning after the end? Anyway, this one's a great one. It's about this guy that had everything in life, but in a future world, like whatever, he gets killed, he gets reincarnated as a kid in a world of magic, and now he's learning to love people, I guess. You know, these anime are going to be all silly. They haven't talked about how big or small any of these people's amygdalas are. So once they figure that out, they're going to have so many nice people. We don't even have to reincarnate them anymore. Anyway, but this one is about that storyline, and he's learning all these different magic things, and he's learning really fast, and it's more interesting than you'd first think. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but heck yeah, when it comes on, I'm really excited to sit down and watch it. So join me in watching the beginning after the end. It's great. The next one, I like this one a lot. It's called The Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. The Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. This guy, around my age, is just hanging out. No, he's younger than me. Still younger than me. Okay, trying to do this at my age, Master Swordsman. I don't think you could. This guy just doesn't know how strong he is. Another one of those tropes, and everyone's like, oh, you're so good. Come and be our Master Swordsman at this academy. And he's like, no, I don't know anything. Well, you know, you just get to challenge after challenge, and everyone's like, wow, you are really good. So that's kind of what this one is about so far. Haven't come across what the main obstacle, or at least I don't recall what the main obstacle is yet. But an interesting, fun anime to watch, so watch it. The old country bumpkin to Master Swordsman. The next one is another Saint style anime, but it is a tad bit different. They're coming out with all these anime that has a weird negative start to it, so I like that. This one's called The Too Perfect Saint. Tossed aside by my fiance and sold to another kingdom. It happens a lot. I mean, yeah, more than you would think. And this girl wasn't ready for it, but she was like, yeesh, whatever. You know, the story premise is her and her sister are both saints. Her sister's the popular one, and she's not. Well, the prince is like, get out of here. Everybody likes your sister, including me. She's like, whatever, but she's stoic about it. That's all she has. She would fit perfectly in Frieren, to be honest, because she has a board face out the wazoo. But when she gets sold over to this other kingdom, everyone's trying to make her smile and show her how awesome she is. Don't forget about her sister though, because her sister's like, oh, her and I were besties. What the F is freaking happening over there? And I'm pissed. Ooh, anyway, so yeah, it's really fun. You should check it out, because I'm curious about what the heck's going on with it as well. All right, another one is, if you've seen this anime before, you know it. It's just one of my go-tos I like watching. Black Butler, woo! This is a part of the Butler series anime tropes that are pretty cool. This one's the Emerald Witch arc. So, you know, this main storyline is about this kid that is trying to find out what the freak happened. What the freak happened? That's an understatement. Talk about sad beginnings. Yeesh. Why does he have a demon butler, you ask? Well, I wouldn't want a demon butler if that's what I had to go through. Plus, then I'd have to be Pop. Anyway, no thanks. I wouldn't do it. I would just cry myself to death instead. I mean, no, you know what? Fuck it. I would F it. I would get revenge. You're right. I would be like him. I wouldn't be as proper. I would not be as proper. I'd be messy. Anyway, I've said anyway 9 quadrillion times. Next is Go Go Loser Ranger Season 2. Guys, if y'all haven't seen this at all, it is such a surprise. Protagonist is another kind of evil style. This whole storyline flips the trope of Power Rangers on its head. It is crazy in a good way. I'm very excited to watch these episodes and see what's happening. The monsters have cool powers. The good guys have cool powers. I don't know what's happening. It's so crazy. Anyway, Go Loser Ranger. What am I sued for humming that? Everyone knows. All right, if you've ever played the game Devil May Cry, then you'll love this anime because it is so cool. The fight sequences are great. This is on Netflix. You know, there's not a whole lot to say about it. Yeah, it was basically this guy, Dante, is like, I'm not a demon, what are you talking about? And everyone else is like, you're a demon. And he's like, what? Me? Yeah, I'm not a demon. Demon dummy. Wow, so you think you can flip-flop all around like crazy stuff and without any extra technology that all these other humans have to have. Anyway, that's why that's not on my top 5. Ooh, another cool one. The Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. Another cool one. The Brilliant Healer's New Life in the Shadows. I had to do that one again because I had a bunch of spit build up in my mouth and it came all bubbling out as I was saying it. So anyway, I like this anime. I'm a huge fan of healers being something other than the boring old healing thing. I have a cool storyline that I want to get out there one day about healers being badass And this healer is pretty cool too. And people just don't think healers are that great. Anyway, he's a healer. He does his thing, and he's not registered as a healer. Woohoo. Well, you better get registered, buddy. But he slips under the radar because of that, and he doesn't want to go to healer registration. He's like, I don't care. I'll just work in the slums and have fun with these guys. So he's just out there helping all these crazy people, all this stuff. Was he kicked out of his party as well? I mean, that was, yeah, I bet he was. I don't know. Anyway, that's why it's not in my top 5, because I can't even remember that. It's a good healer series. I enjoy it a lot. I like where it's going. And what he's gonna do, yeah, enjoy. All right, next up is Sword of the Demon Hunter, Kinjin Gintosho. This has a really sad start to it. You know, there's a bunch of those, but it's kind of like Demon Hunter sad start. Demon Hunter? Yeah, Demon Hunter sad start. What else did a really sad start? Things like that, where you're just like, yikes, this couldn't have unfolded any worse. But it started off great. And I'm excited to see where it goes. This guy and his sister get screwed over by miscommunication. Oh my gosh, if these people would just learn how to do anger management and be like, maybe I should question or like talk to the person that I'm finding this out about, or like not just assume stuff. I mean, we'd be back down to 0 anime if there were none of these miscommunication issues out there. So you could tell that's a big trope in humanity. Next we have Tengonia. Now this anime is really interesting. You don't realize, and this guy kind of doesn't realize that he is a reincarnated being either. Like, he has flashes of memories in the past, but it's all about these people or individuals or animals that end up getting blessed by a land god or a god of sorts. And then they get these patterns on their face and they become strong. Well, this guy has a really strong one, and he didn't even mean to do it, of course. Just by accident. That's why I keep playing the lottery. Gonna win millions of dollars one day. Ugh. Anyway, Tengonia. Really interesting. All right, I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level. This is season 2. I've talked about it before. It's a really cute anime. I do have it on in the background, but it is still very interesting, very cutesy, innocent. Basically, she's still finding all these powerful beings that turn into humanoids after billions of years or so of just hanging out and living. So yeah, she's really interesting. Her new one is a plant. Fun plant. Anyway, watch that one. It's pretty fun. Ooh, this one's cool. The Gorilla God's go-to girl. She's basically doesn't want to be, she wants a really pretty and cute power, but you're blessed by a god in this world, and she was blessed by the Gorilla God. And you don't have to tell anyone you're a god, just, you know, that's just something you might want to close, like a little trump card or something like that. Be like, surprise, I do this. Well, the Gorilla God apparently is really cool, but she doesn't want to be seen as like burly and manly and strong. She wants to be the petite princess, but guess what? She's not. She's the Gorilla God. Anyway, she's gonna help save you by accident, even though she doesn't want to, because she doesn't want to be seen as a tough, crazy person. Oh, poor girl. Getting these powers. Ew. What? You know what? I'm starting to get mad. I'm starting to get mad at this. I gotta take a break from a little bit of anime and maybe watch something else like The Last of Us, something like that. Anyway, Yaiba next. Yaiba Samurai Legend. Okay, I wasn't going to watch this one, but I did get turned on to it. And the reason why I wasn't gonna watch it, because it reminds me of every single Dragon Ball Z character. Are you serious? Okay, that's the complaint I have. Anyway, I'm watching it. I don't hate it. You're right. I was mad at it before, but then people were like, hey, everybody saw the movie The Titanic. And everybody knows what happens. So just give it a go. And I was like, fine, you're right. So I'm watching it. It's pretty interesting already. I'm not mad at it anyway. There's some cool stuff. It's not Dragon Ball Z fight scene where they do the same scene for 8 million seconds. Next, Your Forma. Now this is a futuristic crime investigation style anime where you have AI robots. It's kind of like the movie AI or Robot. Will Smith, the AI one. iRobot, that's what it is. It kind of reminds me of that, but these are way more sophisticated looking. You know, you have the 3 rules that robots can't do, but robots are killing people or hurting them. So I'm trying to figure out what, I'm curious what the twist will be or how it ends up working. So yeah, it's good enough. The animation's nice. I do like some of these style animes. I can't get into too many of them because, like I said, it's usually a lot of talking, and since I don't know Japanese, as you can tell by my Japanese and the Japanese words of the day, then I'm like, maybe this is what this one is. That sometimes these are hard for me to watch if they're not in English. So there. But I do love subtitles. I love watching them in their original language because I feel like you can get that inflection so much more than you can in the original language if you don't really know. Anyway, there's a lot that goes behind it, so I just enjoy the subtitles and the Japanese itself. Boom. These last ones are the ones that I am still watching, but they are kind of like more on the background than not. I'm still not sure about them, but I will watch them. I will have them on. Yeah, so that's why I don't watch a lot of other shows, because even these, I'm like, I'll watch it, put in the background. One, Mayabashi witches. So these are like witches that need to grant wishes for some reason. They need to grant other people's wishes so they can get their wishes granted, something like that. It's okay so far. Anyway, Compass 2.0 was another one, and the Animation Project. Compass 2.0 Animation Project. It's basically a game world. I don't know. It hasn't fully captured my attention, but I mean, Shangri-La is such a good game world anime that this one's, and it also reminds me a little bit of, I don't know. Anyway, that one's on it. Kido Senshi Gundam GQX. Background, I'm not a big mech person. Not horrible though. Apocalypse Hotel. This one's about a hotel, clearly, that has survived the apocalypse, and they're all AI, whatever. They get all these, this is so far in the future now, and they're the only pretty hotel around because everything else is like dead, run over by greenery or whatever. So they try and figure out what a guest wants, because the first one looks like a crazy cactus guy, and I don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. They're just like, oh, have fun staying at this hotel. We don't know what you want. So that's the premise. Other one, Once Upon a Witch's Death, is one where she's told, you got a year to live, and she's like, what? And the lady that told her that, or she went to the lady that told her that, and she was like, well, what am I gonna do? And she was like, well, you have to get 1,000 tears of happiness or something crazy like that within a year. And she was like, well, how long have you known that I was gonna die? And she was like, oh, I've known it for a bit, but would you have done anything about it beforehand? And she was like, oh, you're right, I wouldn't have done anything. Are you serious? This is my life? And you're like, I'll wait till you got a year. No. Anyway, that's why I'm a little bit annoyed at that one. Those are all my honorable mentions and the ones that I'm watching and looking out for. That's a lot for the spring. Oh my gosh. And you guys, they're coming out with so many more. Oh, I can't wait for the summer. There's a bunch of really cool anime coming out that are continuations. Finally, we're getting season 2s. They're like, fine, we won't do this all these new, because there's so many. You gotta do a season 2 eventually. Ugh, I think I spittled everywhere on that. That's what you get. All right, that was my honorable mentions. Ooh. Coming in at number 1. Make a wish because you wish you had watched this anime sooner and it had been around for a lot longer. This is Lazarus. Oh, it's so cool. It's also a little bit nostalgic because guess what? This was also from the same people that did Cowboy Bebop stuff, which is such a cool anime. Shout out Cowboy Bebop. A very old anime that had some of the coolest fight scenes known, absolutely known for its badass jazz scores. The music is great in this one as well. Still the same jazz stuff is happening. Also, there's something about the guy who worked on John Wick is on this one. Let's talk about what it's about. Duh, number 1. Let's talk about the world setting. There's this new drug that this Dr. Skinner provided to everyone because it cured everything. It made everyone so happy, no more worries, everything was great, cured everything. Like I said, basically a panacea. Probably panacea. Back to it. Hapna is this miracle drug. Well, all of a sudden, this guy's the inventor of it was like, I knew humans would take it too far, but guess what? Everybody's dying in 30 days. Whoa, talk about a crazy first episode. And that's not even what you learn right away. First of all, the main protagonist is this guy, Axel, and he's an escape artist of jails. He loves just going around leaving them, and he has like so many life sentences because he just keeps escaping jails. But it's a fun thing to do. Well, this group that they have gotten together to track down this Dr. Skinner is like, we need him. He's got something about him that can get into places that we will need to get into, or I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot more going on there than any of us know. Then they have revealed, but the initial story setting is, I love it, and I'm ready, and it's different. I don't know, the music is so good. Like I said, I'm not really into music anime that much, and this isn't a music anime, but the music in it is so top notch. You will be like dancing while they're having some good time. You'll be like, yeah, what's going on there? You know, jazz. All right, we're coming to our word of the day. Ooh, I wish I had one of these, but I don't have anything to pay. Anyway, I apparently need one because I cannot stop burping or coughing today, and that is elixir. Senyaku. You know what? Let's not even talk about my tonal usage because I don't have one. And that's why I also am going to be horrible at Chinese whenever I learn it or try to learn it. And they're going to be like, you're saying nothing right. Yikes. Anyway, Senyaku is elixir, which I could call my coffee. Watashi no... How would you say it? Watashi no senyaku. Kohi no senyaku. Japanese word of the day. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we gotta learn Japanese so fast. I can't wait for the future. We're gonna just zippity-doo-dah down the highway of information into our brains. I'm gonna learn Japanese in 3 seconds. And I'm gonna be like, can you remember when I did a Japanese word of the day? But this is gonna be so cool. Come on, future. That'll be my next Japanese word of the day, future. Well, you know what? After 200 million of these, then I'll eventually have all the Japanese words. So, and I won't remember any of them.